traditional village Ramadana to people like the good doctor here we saw on screen who individually do huge work to try and change society for the better. And the V Awards where, you know, we give them exposure, we say thank you, we give them gratitude and recognition, which they will never ask for. But I think by doing that, we inspire others, people like you and I, our families, to try and join the fray, to be inspired, to volunteer, to take part, and also to join in what everyone in Sri Lanka wants, that is to change ourselves and people around us for the better. So I want to guarantee my support for the V Awards, not just for now, but also for years to come. But not just by sitting here and speaking to you or being on TV or coming to the awards, but actually saying that hopefully with the initiatives that come from these particular awards, that I can of course be an integral part of it by actually volunteering my time and my service in trying to do some better social service. And I hope that the stories that are told through the V Awards, the people that we see, will inspire all of us, not just to appreciate and recognize, but to actually do some hard work and put our time and labor in to help people that sometimes we may not see more than once, but definitely we will hear about and see in the future. Thank you.
In the cricket team as well, I get to follow Kumar in the lineup. And he tends to calm things down for me to give the punchline. Yeah, it's been a great honor to be part of the UN volunteer movement and obviously with the V Awards. And both Kumar and I have been working in so many different areas in Sri Lanka and have come across so many people who have passionately done good without expecting anything, and to encourage them. I think day in and day out we see a lot of the people's photographs in papers and various other news channels doing good work, but there is a huge amount of numerous amount of people who don't get that recognition and still tend to go ahead and do their good for the society. So I think it's important that we recognize them and for News First to be part of that, and the government and the UN and so many other volunteers here who are recognizing that valuable effort in doing this. And I think the key word is passion. I think you need passion to do something good, not expecting something in return. I think the important thing is to encourage volunteers, but mainly the youth of this country, so that we could create a culture that in the future that they could take across and encourage the rest of the youth to adopt, so that we have as Sri Lankans that we could be very proud of. So very honored to be part of this, and like Kumar said, we want to get involved more, try and get our programs in line with this so that we can actually contribute much better in a much bigger way and be part of helping people. I think that's the most gratitude thing that we could have. So thank you very much for having us, and hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
When I was small, when I was quite young, I won't say that I used to have it, but I still have it. I have a small problem with my speech. And when I get excited, when I have to speak at a huge concert or a huge audience back then, I used to find it very difficult. So when you're about, like say 10, 11, 12, what happens is your audience then becomes asking you, can we do something for you? And they get all excited because their young son has this problem, and they think that will be that will be the end of it, or it will really come as a black mark for his future. So I can remember from the age of 10 to around 14, we used to go around to many places, many speech therapy classes, so many, doctors, temples, kovilas, doing this puja, that puja, doing for therapy. A lot of things happened in my life. The best part was, every puja that we went to, we had to keep money. But every class that I went to, group therapy class that I went to, was done by a volunteer. That was volunteering. We used to have big group classes with a lot of people who struggled, and now I'm glad to say that I also go for those and I try to teach these young people. So this was done by volunteers. That was the first time my eyes opened out to people who did something. There was no strings attached, and they did it with their heart. They were just doing it with a lot of passion. Right? And these things were not done in small scale, mind you. These things were done in big scale. There were certain people who used to do these things with their own money. They used to fund it themselves.